something else for Aristotle. He sounded like he got tricked by the gods. Played. What can you tell me about your homeland, God?
For some, it is a land of freedom, where power belongs to the people, not to lords or kings. For others, it's a land of never-ending revolution, a realm surrendered to anarchy. It depends on who you ask. For me, I found Holt a violent place. Crowds eager to lynch a stranger for that accent or appearance, where a single word uttered at the wrong time or place can spark the people to riot and cities to burn. For me, it is a place inhabited by the frightened and the desperate, always suspicious, watchful of trickery. All too often they are deaf to the voice of reason. They cannot grasp that chaos and lawlessness lead only to yet more chaos and lawlessness. All my life I've tried to break through to these poor people, but alas, I don't seem to have made much progress.
I learned something. You can't change people's mind. Just accept that they are stupid. That's easier. That's enough for now.
As you wish.
I'm here about Aristotle.
Of course.
Oh my God.
It would be my pleasure. Erastil is one of the eldest gods of Golarion. His faith emerged when the first people appeared upon the land. Erastil helped our ancestors cultivate the land and hunt. Even now, his blessing lies with those who uphold the old traditions and keep to simpler ways, far from civilization and the noise of the city.
And stupid. Wait a moment. Cities have their strengths as well, don't they? Civilization fosters science, trade and inventions. And in that, it often improves life for all of us.
Tell that to the peasant robbed of all he owns, spending his night in the gutter, hoping to live to see the sunrise. You won't see such things in a village.
Seriously? Of course someone always will be down bad, but it doesn't mean that there's not good stuff coming from civilization, man. See, that's such an extreme example he is bringing. Well, you do have a point, indeed. Cities can be placed. No, I don't share your opinion. My future capital will be no village, whether you like it or not. One day it will rival Absalom itself. I see no point in arguing. Fuck this guy. Roughly's judged with just a hint of grumpiness in his voice. I will not argue with you, man. You're lost in your ways. What does Aristotle demand of his faithful?
The word demand does not befit the stag god. Honesty and friendship, loving families, merry weddings, and newborn children in their mother's arms. They bring a smile to Erastil's face. He loves his people and rewards them with fortunate hunts and plentiful harvests. But he has no temper for sloth and vanity. He never bestows gifts upon his faithful without first measuring their worthiness. We ourselves must win our daily bread, but the stag god comes to our aid in times of need and strife.
I've long felt that Aristotle was a worthless god, and now you've made me even more certain.
Alas, I must truly be an inept servant, for I have failed once more to convey the wisdom of Erastil. I only hope that someday in the future you will allow me the chance to change your mind.
Fuck off with that. To each their own. I wanted to ask you about something else. I don't believe in gods. I mean, if I were in a world like that and the gods are actually can manifest themselves and you can actually see that they are doing stuff, I would probably believe in gods, but this god sounds stupid. He just wants people to live like in caves, like make food on a campfire, not on a stove or something. That sounds so boring. Have the Temple of the Elk and kill the beast there.
Be praised, you finally returned, my good friend. Christian told me how you helped him at the Temple of the Elk. Thank you for heeding my request. My heart is calm and filled with confidence that I've followed the will of my God. I would like to reward your bravery. I possess no treasure, but please, take this as a token of appreciation.
This guy just taking my work and saying he did his job. He did his request from the god. He literally just watched, stood back and watched us do his work. If I was the god, I would smite this asshole. Do you understand the true meaning of your visions now?
I trust in their truth. These visions, they were the voice of Erastil himself. Quiet but clear. Before all this happened, I believed Erastil had turned his back to me. But now, I see clearly. He has shown me divine mercy, for he has led me to you and invited me to aid in a fellow priest's deliverance. Lady Sarenrae and Erastil walk the paths of the gods hand in hand, and so must their servants as well.
Jesus Christ, I want him gone.
Christian is undoubtedly still very young, and youth is a time of naivete and confusion. But I see kindness and strength of spirit in him, traits indispensable to a priest. I sense that all that's transpired thus far is only the beginning, and the future promises great things for Christian and for you. This is why Erastil led me to the Temple of the Elk. Day and night I pray for you and for my young friend. May the stag god lead you down the true path.
Yes, yes.
As you wish.
I have the sudden urge to eat some venison. Thank you for the story. We may speak more later. Farewell. I wonder how a stag god tastes.
Step, step, step.
Alright, we're done with him. Let's see what is going on with Tristan. Wherever he's hiding. Oh, he's your ring, Svetlana. Krasl gave it to me. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. Svetlana sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Krasl wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irena. Before all this, she was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wanted the streets, hanging out with the bad crowd. On the day she passed, Mother complained about Irena constantly. Back then, just a cruel game and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try to help Irena. I brought her here, to the Stolen Lands. Though Oleg was against it, and once here she immediately fell under the Starcloud's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Starcloud's minions. Bro, I should have killed her. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Jesus, she came here, your own sister, and stole money from you. Threatening. Oh, there he is. You're just slacking, huh?
My life is a burden.
Don't worry about me. Jot says I'll be fine soon. How long? Is that a quest? Stolen Lands. Keep track of passing time. Rule the Starcloud. Help Amiri. Doesn't tell me anything. Oliver's asleep. Maybe he's fine now. Okay. Lazy bum. Water stuff. Right, I'm pretty sure I can sell this. Don't need that. Earthbreaker, huh? Selling. Masterwork Dwarven Urgrush. Selling. Broadsword. Selling. Selling. Alright. Nothing good. Feels bad. Wasn't there a recipe I got? I need to drop the books off. I guess not. No recipe. Just imagining things. Right. Dropping my books off. I'm not looking at this. I can do this. So much easier. I have so much crap. Oh, let's talk with Preston. Maybe he has something to say. Nope. Alright, Lake. Wait, wrong guy? Let's trade with him. Sweet. I'm making money. This guy still doesn't offer anything new. Not even potions. Shoot. We're running out of potions. Well, guess we kill the Stark Lord now, and the fog is not gone yet, apparently. Wait, was there something? Buff? Debuff? Never mind, I was just imagining things. So where's the fort? Didn't she mark it? Oh, there it is. Starklord's fort. Great. Oof, this is such a long track. Alright, let's go here first.